2022 has not been easy. Most people lost their jobs and found it hard to pay their bills. Their finances are worse now than they were 2 years ago. Not everyone was like that though. In the same year, for the whole year, Elon Musk made more than $120 billion. I don't know if he knows this or not, but most people will never see numbers like that anywhere but in GTA. And that's not even all of his money. Taking into account SpaceX, The Boring Company, PayPal, and all of his other businesses, his net worth could be more than $200 billion. Elon Musk might seem like a nerd who doesn't care about money, but that's not true. If you look at his biography, you will see that he has always been very good with money. At one point in his life, he ate for $1 a day so he could put enough money into his new business. And most rich people are like this. They act that way because they know very well how money works. Not everyone makes $120 billion a year, but there are plenty of rich people in the world. So if you want to be one of them, then this video is for you. Here, I will take you to these 7 rules about money that only rich people know. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Once you look at somebody who earns a lot of money, it's easy to think that they are just lucky. It's simple to point the finger at rich people and say they are greedy. But the truth is that people don't get rich quickly unless they win the lottery. Instead, they work very hard their whole lives, and 20 or 30 years later, their hard work starts to pay off. Even though Elon Musk worked so hard this year, he didn't make $120 billion in an instant. He probably didn't work as hard as he usually does. In fact, Elon Musk has worked day and night for the last 17 years to make Tesla a successful company. He put more than 80% of the money he made from PayPal into Tesla. And in 2008, the company was on the verge of going out of business. He even tried to get the CEO of Daimler to buy Tesla because the company didn't have enough money to stay in business. But Daimler wouldn't put even a single cent into Tesla. Elon Musk used his last dollar to try to save Tesla, and for a while, he didn't even have a place to live because he couldn't pay his bills. Imagine making $180 million but still not being able to pay your rent because you put all of your money into your next business venture. What great passion! In 2018, Tesla was having money problems again. Elon Musk tried to convince Tim Cook that Apple should buy Tesla, but Tim Cook wouldn't even meet him. Elon Musk was able to save Tesla in some way. Now, Elon Musk is the second richest person in the world, and Tesla is now worth more than $500 billion. So if you want to make more money in 5, 10, or 15 years, there's no other time to start planting your tree than now. Number 2. If you're in a hole, the most important thing to do is to stop digging. Say you took out a loan to buy a brand new BMW, but you don't use it much because you work from home and only need a ride once or twice a week. You still have to make your monthly payments though. Since you don't need a car, the smart thing to do would be to sell it and use the money to pay off your debts. However, since you've already paid for part of it, you don't want your money to go to waste, so you keep the car. The scenario is pretty much just like this. If you buy a movie ticket and then find out that the movie is boring, you still watch it because you don't want your money to go to waste. This mistake is called the sunk cost fallacy. We've all made mistakes, especially when it comes to money. Don't allow it to cause you to make more financial mistakes. If you started a business and then realized that it was a bad idea, stop wasting money and time on a business that is failing. The money you've already spent is gone, so don't cry over spilled milk. Warren Buffett had a lot of money in many airlines, but when the pandemic hit the world, airline stocks went down. Buffett lost billions of dollars, but he didn't fight to keep his airline shares. Warren Buffett sold all of his airline stocks overnight and put the money into other businesses that seem to do better during the pandemic. Number 3. Speculation is most dangerous when it looks easiest. When cryptocurrencies were going up like the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, everyone jumped on board. Everyone wanted to take advantage of this chance, but most of them didn't know what Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies are. They assumed they could enter and make a lot of money. But prices fell quickly and people lost everything they had saved up. So don't invest in something you don't understand. That's not to say that Bitcoin is useless or anything like that. In fact, Warren Buffett once said, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. There are millions of ways to make money, but if you don't know enough about them, you're just taking a chance. Can you get lucky? Of course. But how likely it is that you'll get lucky? Go to people who buy lottery tickets and ask them. Nothing. So for safety purposes, don't speculate. Number 4. The worst investment that you can have is cash. Everyone talks about how money is king and things like that. Over time, cash will be worth less and less, but the value of a good business will go up over time. If you know anything about money, you may have heard of the term inflation. Paper money has no value on its own. It was just made by the Federal Reserve to make it easy to figure out how much things cost. Every year, the Fed either prints more money or puts money into the economy, lowering the value of money that is already in circulation. So having a lot of money isn't the same as being rich. You're considered to be truly rich if you own businesses that keep making money and growing, or assets that provide value in some way, like a house that you can rent out. So don't try to get more money. Instead, use it to buy businesses that grow. And we're halfway done through the video. So, what do you think about these rules? Do you agree with what has been said so far? What struck you the most? We'd love to hear all about that in the comment section below as we all try to help each other out. We'd love to hear what you think about all of this. Also, please do hit that small like button if so far you see this video as interesting. And going back. Number 5. If you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you do need. Most people's biggest financial mistake is buying stuff they don't need when they can barely pay for them. Life does not go in a straight line. You'll occasionally make a lot of money, other times the business will be slow. And if you don't have a cash cushion, you will be required to sell items you need in order to pay the bills. At the end of the day, all you need is a place to sleep, food to eat, and a way to get around, even if it's not your wheels. So try to avoid spending money on things you aren't going to use, and instead put your money towards building an extra income source. How often do we hear about people who inherited millions or even billions of dollars but went bankrupt because they spent too much money on things they didn't need? Even professional athletes like Mike Tyson, who made more than $300 million during his career, had to file for bankruptcy when he was done. Number 6. Don't get caught up with what other people are doing. Have you ever heard of someone who made a lot of money by doing the same thing as everyone else? Most likely not. So don't do what everyone else does. It doesn't matter what everyone else does. Most people will be happy with the average. In fact, you should stay away from something if most people are doing it. When no one is looking, great chances come along. Being different isn't the answer, but neither is following the crowd. You need to get your feelings out of it, especially when it comes to investing. If everyone is investing in the same company, you should stay away from it because the chances of losing your money are much higher than the chances of making money, and vice versa. Number 7. It is not necessary to do extraordinary things to get extraordinary results. Most people think that to make a lot of money, you have to do something special. That's one way to do it. But most people make money by making small choices every day, like putting away $5 a day and putting it into an index fund. You might not become the next Elon Musk or be able to build rockets that will take people to other planets and make yourself the richest person in the world. But if you make a few small, smart choices, you can do great things. So don't expect great results right away. Well, that's basically the 7 shocking rules about money that only the rich people know. All of these 7 rules come from what Warren Buffett has said. If there is one person who can help you with your money, it's Warren Buffett. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this, then you will probably learn a lot more from watching this other video, the best investing advice of 2023. If you click on the screen right now, you can go and watch that. Do you want to learn more on how to thrive wisely? What videos would you want to watch next? Feel free to comment down below. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.